All right. The boys are back in town. What's up, guys?
Joe.
What it do?
What's happening, Jeffrey?
All right. We're here with another good episode. Weezy, give us your song of the week, my brother.
Song of the week for me is Genuine. Same OG.
Same OG. Yeah.
Same OG.
Even if you see me on TV.
Yeah.
I'm just the same OG.
Same OG.
That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My song of the week is Cameron's Come Home With Me. Woo. I circle back and listen to that. Come Home With Me, Jeff.
Some good rap.
That's it ain't some good rap, but it didn't age well.
There's a couple of songs you can't listen to in 2020.
There we go.
A couple of songs.
But it's
Freaky Zeke should be nowhere
Ever.
near.
ever. Talk to me, coach.
My song of the week, man, is Future featuring 21 Savage. What's up with that?
What up with it? What up? What made you say that? What up with it? And close us out, Jeff.
Shout out to my guy, man. This one means a lot to me. Shout out to Black Wizzle. Never gave up. Consistent. He done caught one. Cashville be balling, taking over the city. In 24 hours, got radio play all over the city. Everybody embracing him. That's my dog. And listen to the show. I'm proud of you, boy. Keep pushing, man.
That's
proud
tough.
of him.
That's tough, man. Ain't nothing like seeing the homies make it.
Man,
That's right.
listen, man. Like, I've been knowing him since man, I ain't gonna go into all that. But
Yeah.
proud of him, for real.
That's
Caught him
dope.
one.
Ain't nothing like it.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing like it. Let's get to it, guys.
Yeah.
Full Sport Press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing our right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full Sport Press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for three, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full Sport Press.
Greetings and salutations. I'd like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan, and this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am Jay Hove.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman, how you doing, brother?
Two thumbs
Ain't
up.
seen the 2 thumbs up in a while.
In a good mood today.
Yeah, nah, for
It's
sure.
good. It's good.
That's when you know he in a good mood. That's all right with me. Anytime the cameraman in a good mood,
Got a
I'm
good
in
show.
a good mood. That's right.
Yeah.
Episode 567. We're analyzing the 2025 NBA Finals and closing things out with the interview of the Southside's own Marcus Kinzer.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better doggone know it.
Better damn believe it.
Let's kick it off, Weezy. Best of the week. Talk to the people.
Best of the week, man, for me, softball season's over. Softball season's over. We ended up finishing on a good run. We ended up finishing third in the league.
That's good.
Worst to first. We didn't go worst to first, but we went
Close.
first.
Y'all got a run.
Hey, man.
Third.
It's got to be.
Improvement.
You medal.
Yeah.
You just want to get better every year.
That's it.
See.
Got to get you a coaching extension right there.
Yeah.
Man.
Clubs did good. NIL checks was good.
Yeah.
So,
The stack was in there.
It's showing.
It
It's
is.
showing what NL does, I guess.
It's all right. My best of the week is the College Football Hall of Fame. College Football Hall of Fame will lower its win percentage from 60% to 59.5%. So Mike Leach will be eligible to join, man. So that's dope, man. He passed away 2 years ago. Shout out to Mike Leach. He'll be inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's dope, man. College football doesn't usually get things right, but they got that one right.
Yep.
It's crazy how 0.5% can make a change like that.
Yeah.
Big change.
Yeah.
Big
That's
difference.
wild.
Talk to me, Coach.
My best of the week, man. High school graduates can come out of high school now with $70,000 job offers after learning trades while in high school. They don't even have to go to college to get this. It's, like it's one kid in Philly. He's a junior. He already has a $68,000 job offer when he graduates, working as a fabricator at a local equipment maker for nuclear, recycling, and other sectors.
Shout out to that.
Huh? So who up for that?
you talk about student loan.
Well, he's about I
Oh, yeah. You said they set us up. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
man.
Hey,
Coach, I don't
Long-
know what
He's
he's
young.
I
Always
always
lead the way, Kevin, man.
I always tell kids, go to college, but just don't be playing in college.
Yeah.
Get a
Have
degree.
a plan.
Right.
Yeah, man. Get a degree that's gonna work because these
Yep.
weird degrees that you get
Ooh.
and you don't have a job and
General
stuff. man.
advertisement and
Yeah,
shit like that.
into this. Yeah, all those. What's that? Advertising.
General studies.
General studies.
No disrespect to general studies.
No, here's the thing. The
Just
main
saying.
thing is if you don't have a clue, just get a business. Just get a business degree.
Hey,
or
that business admin to take you there, dog.
or just intern at a lot of places.
Everybody ain't got access to that though.
Don't turn them
You
intern.
can.
Hey, don't follow Jeff. Don't turn internships down. Yeah, I turn them down.
And come and expand your horizon.
That's right. Oh yeah,
Travel
gotta do that.
abroad.
Yeah.
Travel
Yeah,
abroad.
go to school abroad if you can.
Yeah. Talk to him, Jeff.
Man, this a show for my guys, man. Russell Westbrook, named the creative director of the Sports Entertainment District, revitalizing Oklahoma City's downtown area. Shout out to Russ, man.
Okay. Shout out to that. Right back to you, Weezy. Worst of the week, my boy.
Worst of the week, man. Right back to softball. I made a bad decision. You ever had? I got too much confidence in my own kid. That's what it is. And
I told you that literally 2 days ago. You don't want to talk about that though. My bad.
I sent her. Well, she was on. I was a first base coach, and I sent her. Girl threw her ass out, and it was my fault. It was all me. It was all me.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all right though. That's admitted. That's admitted. You took the hit for that one.
Yeah.
Coach, that's what you're supposed to do. I like it.
It was all me.
Stood on business.
Sometimes you gotta do it, Weezy. Sometimes you gotta do it.
Sometimes you got to. My worst of the week is Caitlin Clark being out for 2 weeks. Except for their left quad strain. Be out a minimum of 2 weeks. The team announced this week. But this is the first time she's ever missed a game in her college career going into the WNBA. So get in ticket prices have plummeted from a staggering 71%, dropping from $86 now down to $25 to get in. So I don't believe that, but that is
That kind of proves it.
no
71 cents, 71%.
71%. I mean, but here's the thing too. We can also two things can be true. If a person is the most popular person in the league, that don't mean you're the face of the league. That means you're the most popular person in the league. What's the face to you? You see what I'm saying? Like, so people can love to watch Allen Iverson play. People love watching AI, right? But he was never the face of the league. He was never the face of the league.
Throwback. Wait a minute. Hold on, dog. 2001, he was the face of the league.
No, he wasn't.
David Stern didn't like that.
He wasn't the face of the league.
He was the MVP that year.
Being the MVP, so the MVP makes you the face.
No. I was about to keep
Yeah,
going.
but did he affect numbers like that though?
AI affected. AI was rock star.
Yes, he was the most popular player in the league. That don't make you the face of the league.
I know what.
Yeah.
I think we'll be here for a minute. I know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
But I think it's.
Two things can be true.
There we go. That's it.
Yeah,
Me and the most popular being the face of the league. What you got, Coach?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Coach.
My worst of the week, man. I seen a video where a mother pawned her 13-year-old. What? This is
Okay, let's see.
This ain't that guy.
Let's go, Coach.
This mother pawned her 13-year-old's PS5
Oh, okay.
after he refused to use his birthday money to help pay the light bill. Come on, man. He didn't do nothing.
I ain't gonna lie, Coach. I thought you was gonna say she tried to pawn a 13-year-old.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. See?
Your reputation precedes you, Coach.
Yeah.
When's the last time I had one though?
Hey, man.
No.
Okay.
When is the last?
Somebody died in one of your worst of the week.
denied.
In 2025.
No, they did not.
In 2025.
No, you're lying.
Man,
You're lying. Don't put them lies on me on the internet like
Just
that.
saying, man.
We
You
can
the
check-
bearer of bad news.
we can fact check that.
Close us
fact
out,
check.
Jeff.
Shout out to the SEC college football. Good old Texas had a chance to play unprecedented and unopposed in primetime against a big matchup in Ohio State week 1. What did Texas do? Oh no, we don't want to play in primetime on Sunday. We want to play on Saturday. We don't want to do that. Shout out to the SEC, man. That's what they do. Yeah, running from that smoke from Ohio State. That's what's wrong with that. That's wrong. You play on primetime. Florida State do it every year. Primetime, unopposed, week 0, primetime, play the game.
Yeah, Jeff. And we regret it every year.
Yeah, but you still, a couple of years against Miami, we was all right.
Florida State played on that Monday.
They played.
Same
They had
difference.
same thing Sunday, Monday. They could have played.
Same difference.
They turned it down. We played 12 o'clock on Saturday.
What's the difference though?
Man, play the game in prime time under the lights, man.
Jeff. Let's get it.
Like they saying they don't want to play, What's the difference?
Let's get
I'm
it.
just saying, man. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and the Amazon Music to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. J-Ho
Yes, sir.
and Weezy.
We do have
Did you guys have a yellow box of Cheerios recipient for our listeners?
we do. This week's award recipient. What the hell? Oh, it's Michael Strahan's parents.
Yeah, it is. It is Michael Strahan's parents. The family kept a pretty big secret from him about their childhood pet. It was indeed a pig, guys. His parents, Gene Strahan and Louise Strahan, opened up to Michael's former GMA co-anchor Sarah Haynes in a special interview segment before Gene's death in 2020 about one particularly memorable incident from his childhood. Now, during that special segment, Haynes said that she learned that the family had a pet pig, adding, "They shared with me that they ate the pig for dinner." Yep, they cooked his pet pig and did not tell Michael. Told Michael that the pig ran away. So Michael went around for 45 plus years thinking that the pet pig was indeed a runaway. So they put signs up. They were looking for the pet, looking for the pig. No. They was looking for the pet pig, and they put signs up all across his neighborhood. And Haynes added that Michael then confronted his mother about the story because Michael had no clue, leading her to feel even worse about the accident reveal. He had no clue. They were putting signs up.
He didn't. I promise you, he didn't go looking for 45 years.
This is my question.
He didn't know. When Sarah Haynes told him this on Good Morning America, he was bewildered to the point where he had to ask his mom, "Is this true?"
Yeah.
So this is my question.
He didn't go around looking for 45 years. That's bullshit.
Didn't know.
He
didn't know for 45 years.
He just didn't know. He didn't look for the pig for 45 years. This is my question, though. Okay. We got it. Because I got a couple questions. I need to know if the pig died first, and then they cooked the pig, or did they kill the pig and cook the pig? Because that if the pig died and then they cooked it, hey,
we're gonna have to ask Mike about that.
But if they killed the pig to cook the pig, that's dirty. That's low down.
I think they killed the pig to cook the pig.
That's low down.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's low down.
With me that they ate the pig. That's what Sarah Haynes said.
Don't mean they killed it.
But what I'm saying is they're not eating a pig that just passed away of a heart attack because you don't eat sick pigs. You eat a healthy pig. That's what you're supposed to do.
How you know the pig passed away with a heart attack?
That's what I'm saying. You don't eat a pig that just kills over and dies.
They didn't want the pig, bro.
No,
but here's the thing.
They killed
so
that.
They didn't want the pig. You saying they killed the pig?
We don't know if they killed the pig or not. But he said the pig got cancer. He don't know that.
Oh man.
Sick.
We're gonna get this to the Strahans. We got some questions for the Strahans.
I take that because I got questions.
Yeah.
I take it.
Yeah.
So was Strahan eating other pigs?
No, but I don't know. But they ate Pepper the pig. I know that.
They ate Pepper. They definitely ate Pepper the pig.
Hey, man, excuse watching.
That's right. You're right.
They didn't eat Pepper. They didn't eat Pepper.
Yeah. Let's get to the first half. Pepper gone. Pepper ass gone. Rest in peace, Pepper.
I like Pepper better than Bluey. I like Pepper Pig.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like you do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Recapitulate.
Weezy, where can they find you on social media, my guy?
Where can they find social media, my guy?
Why would you run back?
Well, thanks for asking, Weezy. You can find me at JEasley84 across all social media platforms.
Coach Live.
Man, nothing has changed. It's lock_the_great. That's THA. Get at man.
J-O.
I'm J Ho on Instagram and Twitter. Let's lock in. Yeah, let's lock in.
FSP_Weezy on IG. I'm at How Weezy on Twitter. Holla at me.
Holla at you.
Holla at you, please.
Holla at you.
I'm normal.
Yeah. All right. Let's kick the first half off. And this is all we're talking about in the first half. It is NBA Finals. The OKC Thunder remain the odds-on favorite to win the NBA Finals at a minus 750 after rolling past the T-Wolves in the Western Conference Finals following the Indiana Pacers loss to the Knicks in Game 5 on Thursday. The Pacers still have a 3-2 series lead as we record this podcast. That is the second shortest odds to win the title at plus 700. Let's break down our NBA Finals. First things first, which team has the better starting five? The Knicks, the Thunder, or the Pacers? Jeff.
The Thunder have the better starting five than any of the remaining teams. 2 All-Stars, 3 when Chet is healthy, right? Defense, Chet's going to be an All-Star. Chet's going to be an all-star. Healthy Chet is going to be
All defensive for sure.
both. Chet,
No.
all-star?
You can't be an all-star average 18 points. Give me an all-star this year to average 18.
Yes, you can.
Give me an all-star to average 18 points.
J-Dub.
No, he don't. He average 22.
Fact check that.
I'm telling you, he average 22.
You could be he could be an all-star average 18. 18 10
protecting
18 10 and 18 10 and 3. 18 10 and 3.
He don't rebound like that.
Maybe helps him being on the best team in the
That's a better defender than we give him.
Oh no, I think he's a great defender. I just know he don't average. No, he ain't gonna average no dubs.
Here we go. Yeah. Well, you cleaned it up with the rim protector too. Because how many Evan Mobley average?
Average 18. Yeah, but he's defensive.
That's why I said you.
Yeah. Chet's gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm rolling.
Yeah.
I'm rolling. SGA. First of all, SGA.
Yeah,
Let's just say SGA.
Better starting 5.
I know. I'm saying Thunder. Start with SGA.
Yeah.
But then they have more two-way players that can go get you 20 and then lock you up on the other side of the court too as well. I mean, I'm going with the Thunder.
Yeah. Chet averaged 15 points a game, 8
And
rebounds.
he didn't play. He had 15 points and 8 rebounds.
Bro.
So 18 points and 10 rebounds is in a healthy 82-game season is obtainable.
He don't rebound like that.
He
That's
had
what I'm
8.
saying.
He averaged 8 this year, Jay.
If you 7'2", what you need? 10.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna average 10 next year.
It ain't like he didn't play.
He missed 30-some games this year.
He played. When he played the game, he wasn't rebounding.
Who you got? Who you got, brother? Who you
My
got?
better starting 5. I call it a tie between the Knicks and the Thunder because they both what of the 3. They have 2 All-NBA performers in New York. Do they not?
They should.
So do the Thunder.
Are you gonna stat for stat?
No, I'm just saying starting 5. Who's OG Anunoby is better than the 3rd best player in OKC.
No, he's not. He's not better than Chet.
The third.
Chet is 3rd. J-Dub is 2nd this year.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He's
OG.
not.
OG.
Who's the 3rd best player in OKC? You think?
Whichever one better than OG. OKC would be mad as hell.
I would say Chet. Yeah.
OKC would be
So
mad as hell
bench.
if they had OG and not Chet.
Bro, OG is, I think OG, and then you go to Josh Hart, then you go to Mitchell Robinson.
Came off the bench. He's come off the bench, though.
So even if you go Mitchell Robinson and Mikal Bridges, that's a better starting 5 to me. Who's the other start? The starting 5 is Lou Dort.
All defense.
Okay, OG is all defense.
All right. You got an MVP on one side.
Where's Cat at?
MVP on
You ain't got nobody was an MVP running on.
nobody.
Listen,
He did. What did he finish in MVP race?
top. He finished.
Oh no, he finished. He wasn't top 5.
He finished. He got votes.
He got votes.
He got more votes.
So what? So votes don't matter to the winner. Votes don't matter to the winner.
But Jalen Brunson, if him and SGA, it ain't that far apart.
Oh shit.
It ain't that far apart.
We finna find out.
No, I'm telling you.
Nah,
we
we
don't know
We don't know that.
I don't know that. But what I'm saying is that the disparity between those two, it ain't that hard. Mikal Bridges is better. I think everybody assumes, right, that Mikal Bridges is better than Lou Dort, right? Wouldn't y'all say that?
Dort is 4th on the OKC though. He's 4th.
Where's Mikal Bridges?
3rd.
Okay, so they 4th best player is OG Anunoby then.
Okay, so
What are we talking about? Come on, y'all.
I don't know.
It's closer than we saying. That's how I'm saying the starting 5.
smoke shit. It's big shit.
I'm telling you,
Big shit out of New York.
all of those guys that we talking about,
Yeah, man.
they're $30-40 million guys. It's a different situation there.
Oklahoma City just young, bro.
For a reason, though. OG Anunoby, you got Mikal Bridges, you got Cat, and people not even talking about Cat.
It's a lot of OG and no.
Cat.
Is Cat better than Jay Williams?
Yeah.
No. Bro, so what are we talking about?
It's 1-1. So SJ beat one Jalen Brunson. Cat beat him.
Better Mikal Bridges or Lou Dort?
Who got accolades out of either two of them? Lou Dort got an all defensive. What does Mikal Bridges say?
He was last year. He just didn't play.
We talking about this year,
This
though.
shit out.
Talking about this year.
This shit be out.
Got to go off this year.
Man, give me Mikal Bridges.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They-
Weezy.
I'm gonna roll with OKC. They have the best starting 5. SGA's are playing at a different level right now, but Bronson is too. I think we're gonna see this matchup in the finals.
Well,
You think they finna run 2 straight, huh?
I think so. I could be wrong.
could be wrong. Moving on to the bench. Weezy, the Knicks, Thunders, or Pacers? Who has the better bench?
Oh, I definitely like the Pacers bench. I've always said, the Pacers others are a lot better than the Knicks. Well, the Knicks, they don't have a bench. He don't play the bench anyways. So I always say, I like Mathurin. I like Nimrod. What's his name?
And Nimrod is crazy. Neesmith.
No, not him.
Hard.
Nimhard.
Nimhard.
Okay.
Yeah. And Naismith. So yeah,
Yeah.
I like those guys.
Okay. 2 of those guys start. Did you just say it?
Mathurin, don't start.
No, Neesmith starts.
No, he was saying
And
hard.
Nimhard, though. Nimhard, does Nimhard start? I think he starts too. Yeah,
No, Mouse.
both of them start. Mouse is a 5.
That's what I'm saying. I was
They
going
4 is, they might play Neesmith at
Yeah.
the 4.
I got you.
Yeah,
Pascal
Pascal's
Siakam.
4.
Yeah. Slick.
Pacers got a better starting 5 than the Knicks. Yes.
Slick than the Thunder.
Fuck.
Pascal, Miles. Man, you got her. Man, what the hell? Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on. Better bench, Jeff.
This is wild. To me, because Oklahoma City and the Pacers play their bench more, I had this as a watch. Simply because they lean on their others. The Pacers go 8 to 9 deep, and so do Oklahoma City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coach.
I want the Pacers. I think they go 10, 11 deep. You got Toppin, McConnell, Mathurin, Ben Shepherd plays.
Shepherd
So
side.
that's your 9 right
Jazz
there.
Walker.
That's 10.
Shepherd
So
got a
I went
wild
with the
mustache.
Pacers, and they have to have that because of the style they play.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
they getting up and down so much, you got to have some subs that can come in and keep the track meet going, which is what they do. Make or miss, they pushing the rock back at you. So I went with the Pacers.
I think the Thunder have a better next 5. Alex Caruso is an all defensive guy. You have Cason Wallace, who's still there. You got the shooter that played at Arkansas, Isaiah Joe. You still got the other Jay Will, and however they do with Hardenstein, they switch that up. I think those guys, 3 of those guys are starters. Caruso, 100% start. They sometimes they switch out and put what's the other kid name? They run small. Put Chet at the 5. Then what's my boy name? Huh? No. I'm saying sometimes they start Caruso and then they'll put whatchamacallit at the 4. No, Chet. Chet at the 5, J-Dub at the 4.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, okay, that's what you said. My bad. Yeah. So in turn, it really just depends. But I just think the Thunder have a better start. I think that such a copycat league that we play in the NBA, I think they're going to be guys poaching to get Cason Wallace, guys to get Isaiah Joe, to get J-Dub, the other J-Dub. So, yeah, man, I just think,
Oklahoma City is well put together.
Yeah, put together team for sure. Moving on to the defenders, Jeff. The Knicks, Thunder, or Pacers? Who's the better defender?
Thunder by a landslide. They are the best defensive team in the league, especially if the refs let them be handsy.
Yeah.
If you let them foul, let them touch people, you're not going to beat them. They blitz. They run a basketball blitz.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. We haven't seen defense like this in a long time. Oklahoma City, as J. Ho would say, Coach Lock would say, they slide.
Yeah. Coach?
I agree, man. I got to go with the Thunder between Alex Caruso, who is a multiple all-defensive player that can guard multiple positions, consistently showcases his defensive impact through steals, blocks, deflections, and loose balls. You add Lou Dort, who is praised for his relentless on-ball defense and can guard the other team's best player, and he's not all time, but described as an elite on-ball defender for wings and guards. Then you got Jalen Williams, who is praised for his ability to guard multiple positions, makes him valuable because he can put him on multiple people. So then you still got Chet that can protect the paint sometimes, and you have Hartenstein, who just protects the paint. So with all those guys on defense, I got to go with the Thunder.
Weezy?
Yeah, I like Thunder. They got a massive height advantage against anybody. Yeah, Chet, Hardenstein.
Yeah, Chet and Hardenstein is crazy, but I don't think people realize that OG 6'9", and then Mikal Bridges 6'8".
Gonna be tall, man.
Bro,
Jesus, Mary and Jones.
he's good.
That's your man. That's your man.
OG Anunoby is your man.
SGA.
It's J 6'5".
That's your man's though.
Josh Hart is
OG Anunoby is your man.
no OG, bro, because y'all not talking about him enough. He's an all defensive guy, and then Mikal Bridges has been all defense his entire career and ain't missed a game, and he guards 4 positions.
So that's 2 people.
I ain't saying that they got a better team. I was just
okay.
Yeah, he was talking about Lynn.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Thunder. You're talking about Lynn?
Never apologize for Lynn.
But I'm rolling with the Thunder as well because you got Lou, who's all defensive guy. You got J-Dub's all defense this year, and you got Caruso, who would have been all defense this year if he played enough games and Chet as well. So I'm rolling with the Thunder there. What about coaching, Coach?
Oh man,
Knicks, Thunder, or Pacers?
I got to go with the Pacers, man. Carlisle has more experience in these coaching situations. With him already have won an NBA championship with the Mavs. So he has more experience in these games. He's been to the Western Conference Finals before. He's been to the Finals before. He's won the Finals before. As good as the Thunder are, their coach has never been here before. This is his first rodeo getting there. Not saying they can't win it, but we're just talking about who has the more experience. So you got to go with the Pacers and Rick Carlisle.
When last time Carlisle won it?
2012?
Yeah, with the
Once it was 2012 with
the
the
Mavs.
Mavs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was 2012, I think.
Yeah. Jeff.
Carlisle, man. He's been here before. That team plays a Rick Carlisle style offense up and down the court, like Coach said, and they're not too shabby on defense themselves. Carlisle has a reputation for being hard to deal with, but his teams always show results until he burns out. So I'm going with Rick Carlisle right now.
Okay, I'm rolling as well. Carlisle's cold. What he does is wears out his welcome.
Yeah.
When he's there, so you can get to a point where you win it in 2011, and then you continue to go, and then it's like, oh man, he loses his locker room after a while because that shit get old. What Carlisle be doing. So at the end of the day, I think he's the more appropriate coach to have an unfair advantage because the other two guys, besides Tibbs, who coached at a high level a long time, he only plays 7 players, which in turn he knows now. You play Precious. If you go in and play a little bit of what's my guy name? Campaign, hell, DeLon Wright, playing those guys just gives your team a chance to kind of catch their breath. And in turn, it's hurt him every step of the way from the Bulls to the T-Wolves, now with the Knicks. Just play your bench, dog. So, yeah, Rick Carlisle to me. But Damrod, whatever his name is. What's his name?
Dejanel.
Yeah, him. OKC's coach. I think it's one of those things where it's just early for him. I think he'll figure out a way. But that team won't be together that long.
Oklahoma City?
No, they won't. No, they're gonna have to because you can only play 2 guys.
They don't have to pay nobody for 2 more years.
Now, eventually you got to pay somebody, right?
Yeah.
And in turn, you get out of that early. I think you get out of J-Dub early and let him go. You got to keep check.
You got 2 years left before you even got to worry about it though.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I'm keeping them together because if they can run it back like this,
and they got 2 draft picks coming.
I got it.
And you can let the others go and replenish those others with those picks you got.
You can only play 2 players though. So J-Dub now he's a max guy now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And Chet's gonna be all defensive next year, so he'll be a max guy. You can only play 2 max guys.
Yeah.
Somebody got to go in 2 years.
2 years, but you got 2 years. You got this year and 2 more after this to work before you worry about it.
You're in trouble though, because SGA is
by that time you got 3 under your belt.
The reason that you were able to get OG Anunoby and you get Mikal Bridges is because you take less than the max, like Jalen Brunson did.
Yeah,
that helps out.
Yeah, they ain't,
Yeah. You cool with the coaching, Weezy? What you think?
I like Tibbs. If Tibbs' players stay healthy, Tibbs gonna win his way. We ain't never seen his players stay healthy. Right now they're healthy. If they can keep,
you know why they ain't healthy?
I'm just giving my perspective. I'm just giving my perspective. This is the first year we see them stay healthy in the playoffs. So I kind of want to see what he do.
Okay. So keeping all 3 teams in it, who's your winner? Knicks, Thunder, or Pacers, Weezy? If you pick any of the 3.
Rolling with the Knicks.
Rolling with the Knicks. Jeff.
That man said he rolling with the Knicks to win the chip?
Yeah.
Boy, got balls of steel. Oklahoma City in 5. They're gonna play the Pacers. They're gonna beat Oklahoma. They're gonna beat the Pacers in 5. The way they play defense, what they did with Jokic and what they did with Anthony Edwards winning that boxing one, that 2025 version of a boxing one against those 2 players, that is amazing to see. You don't see coaches just deploy that type of defensive strategy like that right now. Yeah. Go ahead, Jay. You about to say something?
I just didn't think that they ran a boxing one on Jokic. The other people just didn't step up for Jokic because he was still balling. The boxing one was ran, and it was ran on Anthony Edwards.
It was definitely ran on Anthony Edwards, but it was an inverted version of it against Jokic because you put Caruso on him and front him, and the other 4 defenders are closing in on Jokic the entire time.
But Jokic, being the great passer that he is, offensive juggernaut that he is, he's kicking it out to people. They just not making shots.
But that's how I was able to go to
Anthony
7
Edwards
games.
didn't do that.
That's how I was able to go to 7 games.
The Anthony Edwards shit cooked.
You want to do this right now?
We ain't got time.
No.
So we can do this right now because you're wrong.
We ain't got time.
He's 23 years old, been in Western Conference Finals 2 straight years.
Hey,
who else did that? Who else did that? At 23, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can get there.
At 23.
You can get there. Devin Booker got there at 25.
No, that ain't 23. No matter how you put it, that ain't 23.
Devin Booker got there
that ain't 23, though.
And it might have been
he
25.
did it twice at 23. Not once when you was the second fiddle.
He only played.
He's never Anthony
been
Edwards has been a
can't do
Mike
it.
the
We
entire time.
That's another show. Another show.
But you're the
Another
only
show.
person in the world that would ever say that Devin Booker's been a
What
B
do you
Mike.
got the CP Hove?
Another show.
He didn't have nobody.
Well, he
Nah,
had
hell nah. Nah,
How
another
many
show.
games they play? How many games they play together?
Oh, another show. We gotta move on.
Who's
on.
your winner?
My winner is the Thunder.
Okay.
They have the depth to run the entire game with the Pacers. Then they have so many defensive stoppers that they can put on Halliburton. They can put Caruso on him. They can put Lou Dort on him. They can just put multiple defenders that give them different looks. And they have the bigs that when you're trying to run up the court and set their screen at half court, they have the bigs that can be right up there at half court to stop him from going forward on the screen, make him go sideline to sideline to slow them down. That was the problem with the other teams they playing. Those bigs are more so in drop coverage, so when he comes off that screen in the middle of the court, he still has a head of steam to get to the rim. So I got to go with the Thunder.
Let me tell you something right now. This is a must-win for the Pacers this weekend. Because if they don't win that game and that game goes back on Monday to the Garden, the Knicks in the finals. And then I think if the Knicks play in the finals against the OKC Thunder, I think the Knicks can beat them in 6. So I'm going with the Knicks. But if it's the Pacers,
Niggas get swept.
if it
I bet you they won't get swept if they get
Niggas get swept.
you said the Knicks was gonna lose in 4.
call it.
I said 7.
Call it.
I said 7 against Pacers. I said Lakers. I said Pacers in 7.
Yeah.
Pascal's my
You
MVP.
think they get swept,
So
Joe?
your finals MVP,
Yeah.
who you got?
If the Knicks get them, I'm going with Bronson.
I think Brunson is the best in this situation. Like I think playing playoff basketball, depending on a player, it is Jalen Brunson. So
But
give me the
They
Knicks.
probably
But
gonna put a boxing one on his ass too. Though.
you can't put a boxing one on that guy. You just can't.
Shit,
But
I hope you're right.
basketball, his basketball brain bigger than Anthony Edwards. He run right to the damn blitz. He don't got it, bro. He just don't got it.
Shout out to Ziggy. It's gonna be locked up. Shout out to Ziggy.
They've been trying to
Oklahoma City as a whole.
They've been trying to lock up this
So-
dude. The Boston Celtics couldn't do nothing with him. And I'm trying to tell you,
they were hurt.
Derek White defensively is
They were
just as good as Lou Dort and Caruso. And so is Drew. So
Drew, that's 1-on-1.
But
I'm talking about an entire 5
they
people.
were blitzing him, bro.
But this is the difference. Who was the big that was trying to blitz from Boston?
Come on now. Come on, coach.
Who was the big?
Come on, coach.
Al Horford?
No, not Tito.
He can't do it. He can't pick up early on the court to blitz. Hardenstein, Chet, they picking up their blitz earlier. That's the separate.
I really hope
between
the
them.
Knicks make it.
Dang. No, don't you worry about it. That shit's over.
Yeah.
But
No,
Man,
bet
that's
that
over.
back.
I ain't betting with you.
Yeah.
my MVP is SGA, man. He's been a leader all year, and there's no way they can win this series if he doesn't beat SGA in the series. So I got to go with SGA.
Jeff?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, HGA.
SGA. Say less. You guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's get it. J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcast. Revolution will be podcast. Halftime, we are back with the In Case You Missed It, and this is about Travis Hunter. Just tied the knot with his fiancée, Leanna Lene, over the weekend, and it was a special moment for the Jacksonville Jaguars' first-round pick. As a wedding gift, he also bought his new bride a $200,000 Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. For all of this, Hunter's relationship was criticized after things about their past were being put into the spotlight. Hunter made sure to come out and protect Lene, and he walked away from social media as he was preparing for the NFL draft. After getting married, there's been talks that Hunter did not sign a prenup with his now wife. We'll kick things off with you, Jeff. Is this a big deal, little deal, or no deal?
I'm going to pick my words. Choose my words wisely here. It's a young man's life we're talking about. That's a young man's wife we're talking about.
It is.
Pray for Travis Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
No, if that no prenup is true, the clock has started till we get the divorce news, and I just hope it doesn't impact his play because he has.
Choose your words wisely.
I didn't say what I was gonna say. I didn't say what I was gonna say. I don't know. The clock has started. If this is true, the clock has started. I just hope it doesn't impact his future bad.
Wait, time out. So you saying no?
Yes.
No, wait. I almost stutter.
Okay.
So you saying just because of the prenup, it's gonna be a divorce? But if you would have signed a prenup with no divorce,
I think the marriage may have lasted longer if there was a prenup. I don't think if everything they're saying about this young lady and their relationship is true. Now, of course, you can't believe everything. You shouldn't believe everything. Her actions, her body language have showed certain things online, and these are young people. Again, choosing my words wisely. I wish Travis Hunter had people around him who could influence his actions a little bit more. Not saying he listens to everything, just could influence his actions a little bit more.
Coach?
I just wish them the best.
There you go.
I don't
That's it,
know
Coach. I
how
should've said
it's
that.
going to turn out.
Should've said that.
I can't speak on their relationship.
You said the man go get it.
I'm not there with them.
Mm-hmm.
He met this young lady while he was at Jackson State. He was a
He met her
star
in
then.
high school.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he met. So she went with him to Jackson State. So he's been knowing this young lady a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I get why some people say he should sign a prenup because that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
He's a young man getting married at a young age. He's about to step into a completely different spotlight that he was in college because now he's a professional athlete,
That's right.
which he's been in the spotlight all his life. He's been highly touted since he was in high school. I was still mad he didn't go to Florida State. But I just hope it works out for him for the best. Who am I to tell him he should sign a prenup or he shouldn't?
That's a good answer, Coach. What you got, Weezy?
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Well, it's just at that stage, it's just a bad business decision not signing a prenup.
That's it.
That's all it is. It don't got nothing to do with love. If you love her, you love her. If she love him, she love him. And I hope they do love each other. It's just a bad business choice.
That's it.
If I had a son or a daughter and all of a sudden they get to that level,
Mm-hmm.
maybe when y'all get married, I don't care if you get married, I'm happy for you, but make sign a business. It's just a bad business decision.
It's picking up.
It's just a bad business decision.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. So
And here's the thing.
when you move.
Here's the thing. If this thing goes south and they say that it doesn't work out, let's God forbid, but if it doesn't work out, I think it could affect his career. Because I don't know how mental strong he is. I think because he got pretty sensitive about it. So it might affect his career, his playing career, like the way he plays on the field and stuff.
I just think that in certain situations,
218s.
yeah, somebody bang. I just hope that this is a situation where he has people around there that'll keep it real with him. A lot of times, people don't have people around you that need you, and he is the golden goose. So in turn, they're not gonna say, that's not a good idea because they don't want to cut off their water. So in turn, I'm sure some guys are around him that are saying, I don't know about that one, and I hope he listens to those guys and doesn't take them away from his life because those are the people that actually love him and care about him.
What if he's like you, and then people's like tell you something, he's like, I'm doing what I want to do anyway.
What do you mean it's like me?
They don't listen to know what nobody tells them.
I listen to people. I listen to people that make sense.
That's what I'm saying. What if he's like you? Like he's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway.
Yeah. I mean, that's him. That's him. that's clearly what he's doing. Because if he had any sensible person around him, would tell him he needs to sign a prenup.
I'm sure.
So this is my question. What if he really did have somebody that told him that, and he was like, nah? Because there are people.
I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying. So we can't say
if the OGs did that.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I'm sure it was somebody around that did say that. He didn't listen.
Just didn't listen.
Yeah, and that is a sad situation for that kid.
I hope it works out for him.
Me too, man. Godspeed to them.
Godspeed.
Yeah. Congratulations on getting married.
Shout out to the bride and groom.
To the bride and groom.
All right, let's get started the second half.
Full Sport Press.
Hey, it's your man, Coach Locke. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Full Sport Press podcast every Monday, wherever you stream your podcast episodes. Like I always say, get a drummer song.
Revolution will be podcasted. Second half, we have the Marcus Kinzer interview here at FSP. Born and raised on the south side of Nashville, Tennessee, Marcus Kinzer is a graduate of Glencliff High School. While at Glencliff, Kinzer broke the all-time scoring record with 29.5 points per game. Now, Kinzer was a Mr. Basketball finalist and made the Associated Press All-State team in 2000. Throughout his 4 years at Glencliff, Kinzer scored 2,200 career points and had more than 400 assists. His number 22 jersey was retired by Glencliff in the year 2020. Kinzer went on to play at Tulane University, and after playing professional basketball, he transitioned into skill training and created Skill Wing. His training clients include Ron Slay, Alicia Clark, Alex Renfro, Crystal Dangerfield, Casey Anuna, Dontavia Wagner, Jalen Blanks, and Jelani Cambridge, to name a few. At Skill Wing, his goal is to provide coaching and sports training with a commitment to improving self-confidence, physical fitness, skill set, and complete knowledge of the game. Skill Wing has a clothing line and sponsors numerous events to give back throughout his community he was raised in. At Skill Wing, Kinzer goes by the motto, create something you are proud of. FSP, help us welcome Marcus Kinzer. Here with Marcus Kinzer. Appreciate you pulling up, man.
No doubt. Appreciate
Long
y'all
time,
having me.
long time coming. We here though.
10 years.
It,
Been a minute.
There you go.
Been asking for it. I've been.
nah.
That's all good. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate the hospitality.
All right, who got the first question, man? Who want to kick it off? Anybody?
All right, I'll kick it off then.
Kick it right.
Kick it right. So as our listeners know, you've been training for a while now.
I guess so. Yeah.
What are some of the biggest changes you've had to make training this new generation versus the older generation, if any?
I would say approach sometimes. There's some non-negotiables, but like the approach, the approach has to change. Like you have to adjust. I think you have to understand who you training or who you dealing with in order to figure that part out. So it might take a session or two, 15, 20 minutes, you know what I mean? Whatever it may be. Or I would say a little adversity, some missed shots, some kickballs or whatever it may be. And then you can adjust accordingly. But I think at the end of the day, the main thing is showing them that you care. And once they realize you care, the rest of the stuff kind of goes out the window.
Yeah. Can you give the people a couple of those non-negotiables? If you can. I don't know if you can. You can.
Well, if you pull up, then you'll get a couple non-negotiables.
Yeah, you know, we've been there. You know,
I'm just talking to the people. I talk to you. Talk to the man. If you pull up, you know what I mean. Like it's time is one. Being on time.
Like it.
That for sure. Good energy and good effort. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the rest we can work on. You know, but if you come in a bad spirit, bad energy, it's gonna be rough because it doesn't feel like work to me. But like those things right there, it make you feel like work because I got to pull teeth to get this and that ain't what that's about. You know, at the end of the day. But time is probably number one. That's not negotiable. If you're gonna be late, please send a text or call or whatever it may be, because I'll turn to a different person. If you late and just act like it's all good, you know.
So since you've been training, do you see more? What do you think about more people that come to you wanting to be trainers than more like like? Is that a bigger deal?
Training oversaturated?
I'm sure it is, but is it a bigger deal now?
I mean, you kind of don't. I don't worry about that. Like at the end of the day, I just do my part and just move on from it. You know, it's like anything else. Like you got businesses next to businesses,
Competition everywhere
that become businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like what's your distinguishing quality? How do you distinguish yourself from the rest? You know what I mean? We all have probably the same goals, but we probably have different ways of getting to the destination.
That's right.
You know, so I'm not really worried about the next trainer or the situation, but I am willing to help if you reach out and whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't bother me. You know, so if we're gonna work out, we're gonna work out at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't, we ain't too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really worried about that part.
What got you into training?
Ever since I've been like 7, 8, maybe 5. My dad used to hoop. So
don't show my boy out now. Don't be like he just used to hoop.
No.
He used to hoop.
You have a chance to explain. Like he used to hoop. So like I would go to games and I would watch, and like during halftime, you know, I would mimic. You know, go out there, try to do whatever it may be. But as I got a little older and with the love and the passion has already been there. But as I got a little older and he felt like I was ready to take on the responsibility of getting better, he would take me to the YMCA, he would take me to the gyms, and we would just work on fundamentals. You know what I mean? The basic part of the game until I got past those certain steps, and then we would expand. But like he put the ball in my hand. Was a guy's family thing, but he kind of put the ball in my hand. He gave me the knowledge and the wherewithal to go get it. So it's just been second nature. Shout out to him for doing that.
Do you think if you had a personal trainer when you were growing up right around that time, you think it would have helped or hurt your game?
I think it would have helped because I think at every level, coach can attest to it. Like you still need skill development. You just need honing or sharpening, and sometimes we need developing too. It depends on the age. See, me at 5, 6, 7, I was ready to rock and roll. Not saying that I can make it reach or whatever it may be, but my mind was like, yeah, let's do it. My body may not have been there yet, but my mind was there.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like at each level, development is always needed, whether it be mental, physical, emotional, whatever it may be. But in the case of me, yeah, without a doubt. You know what I mean? A little more because my dad provided it, and I would go to the center and Big Rico page would help and the people along the way. You feel what I'm saying? So like it's been a good journey.
Y'all stole Miss Marlowe. Miss Marlowe was on our side. And I know she went to Glencliff.
Yeah.
But Miss Marlowe was on the Sevier Park side.
The greatest.
Man, that's my thought. Yeah.
Amazing.
Shout out to Miss Marlowe.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time, for the listeners that don't know, you missed the intro. We mentioned it already. You played at Tulane.
Yep.
If you could go back in time and do it again, would you still choose Tulane, or would you go to another school?
No, I wouldn't. That's easy. No.
Oh, you wouldn't go there?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I would have went to a different school.
Get on here, Cap. Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't go to Tulane. I would have took one or two routes. One route is I would have went to the University of Villanova. You know, and but it wouldn't have brought me to this path right here that I am today. Or route number 2, I would have walked on to the University of Tennessee to be with my boy and protect the investment and Ron. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if we looking at hindsight 2020, because our relationship is grand, been that way since like 8 or 9, since we met each other at Vacation Bible School. But sometimes it takes a person around you to help you and help us get to where we're trying to get to. You feel what I'm saying? So those are the 2 routes I would have took. You know, if I could do it all over again. Yeah.
I thought that Tennessee thing was happening. I ain't gonna lie to you. Way back then. I thought that was happening.
Sure.
I mean, hindsight is 2020.
Well, I mean, it was kind of it was kind of tricky a little bit, but like it worked out.
Yeah.
No, it was because it was a coaching change too. It went from Buzz to No. Went from Jerry Green to Buzz, doing that process of figuring things out and trying to get it together. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got a favorite high school teammate, college teammate?
College teammate with Tari Marsh.
Okay.
Shout out
Is that
to
the one with the bounce?
No.
What's the one with the
He from
bounce?
Chicago. That's Byron.
Byron.
Shout out to Byron too. With Tari Marsh in college, in high school. There's so many good ones. They all treated me well. Like at the end of the day, I can't sit here and be like, yeah, they all treated me well. You know, outside of my freshman year, like when you new on the block and you got to figure things out, you develop bonds and develop relationships. I can't say this, that Deion Giddens probably pushed me the most throughout my high school career. You feel what I'm saying? We would play one-on-ones, and we would in the summertime we would work out. You know what I mean? Like he would take me to the field at Glencliff, and we would work out, run and do some squats. You know what I'm saying? A lot of incredible
Football
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it helped me out mentally and it helped me out physically to
Mm-hmm.
get to the point to where I was trying to get to. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But shout out to all my teammates because they helped me out a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot.
In high school, you wore 22.
Yep.
And then at Tulane, you wore 11. Why did you switch?
22 wasn't available.
Okay.
A lot of times it's what it is.
And the next best thing was, you know, in high school we didn't have 11, you know, but the hero where I'm from, Mingo Johnson, so I wore 11 in honor of him in college. Yeah. Shout out to my boy.
Shout out to that. That's
Owen, what's up, baby?
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeff. What you got, man? No, we'll go there. No, I'll get to that later.
So,
go ahead.
this is kind of a personal question.
Okay.
So growing up, you only played basketball.
No, in the neighborhood we played everything.
But no, at a certain point, you be real. You stopped.
Oh no, I was a
Pick up the Smith.
sports specific guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So
After,
you played everything.
guess what? We played everything.
Yeah.
Football kind of went to the back. You know what I mean? Couple broken arms.
Yeah, it got bad. It got bad.
Out of there.
Now playing in the rain, playing in the snow.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? You see people break their arms. You
Yeah,
see
shout
people do
out to Crockett.
Yeah, so when you go out there, like kind of put two and two together, and the influence of my dad, like, you know, it's time to step away a little bit.
Yeah.
You can go out there, but
Yeah.
let's not play.
So using that as inspiration to this question,
Mhm.
do you think kids are becoming more one sport specific? Do you think that's helping or hurting high school sports right now?
Our city is built on athletes. Sorry, we have athletes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play multiple sports, and most coaches encourage you to play multiple sports through whatever factors it may be. If I was in this era, I ain't gonna lie, I would be at a sports specific school.
Yeah.
During high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I would leave Nashville, but like it'd be more like, we focusing on basketball. You know what I'm saying? We getting up and we doing this, we doing that. I don't think it necessarily hurts.
Yeah.
But because if you know what you want to be, why not narrow the focus and go get it?
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? Not saying you can't do other things and other drills to help you out, to trick your mind, trick your body to get to where you're trying to be. But like if I want this, that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, don't keep encouraging me or push me to get out there on the field. Like, that ain't what I'm trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? But like if you I want to play, I want to hoop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how does that or what does that look like? You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes it don't look like going on the soccer field or going on the baseball diamond. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't look like that. Sometimes it do look like going outside and get you some shots up and getting you whatever it may be. We played outside a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like it wasn't necessarily like fatal injuries we didn't see. I seen a lot more fatal injuries
In
at the
grass?
Rochelle Center. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That I seen in Jeff's backyard or at the center. You feel what I'm saying? So it can be hurting.
Yeah.
But if it is hurting, it's because they ain't outside. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing certain things outside. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't drinking that water from that house.
From that hole.
There you
hole.
go. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't getting chased by dogs, man. That jump over, you know what I mean? Jump over cars and jump over fences. You know what I mean? Small things like that. So there you go.
Yeah.
We ain't bugging Jeff at, you know what I mean, all day, see if you can come outside just a hoop. You know what I mean? Most kids ain't doing that.
No.
You feel what I'm saying? But back to your question, no, I don't really think so, because if that's what you want to be, that's what you're doing. Because if you go to Europe and you go to these other places, they have academies for that. You feel what I'm saying? And we wasting time spending time in psychology and chemistry and what's that. They going to there you go. Or they going to see somebody.
Yeah.
That's right.
To get what they trying to get to. So at 14 and 15 years old, they feel like they're ahead of us. We got the talent, but we just haven't been put in the place to be able to hone what we trying to hone.
That's right.
Speaking of that, how you feel about in junior college, after junior college, you get an extra 4 years?
Yeah.
You feel like that's too much, or you feel like that's perfect?
Hold on.
Never-
I want
go
to cut you off. That hasn't been officially passed yet.
Really?
No.
Okay.
But it's on the table, so now you can still. I just want the listeners to know that hasn't officially been passed yet.
Okay. With it being on the table, you know, most of the kids look down on JUCO because they feel like it ain't the best situation. But now, if you get 2 years to develop and you get 4 years to be what you're gonna be, why not take it? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's about development. It's about being able to contribute. At the end of the day, if you gonna be your best at 18, why not go? Right? But if you're gonna be your best at 20, cool. You feel what I'm saying? Because now in the landscape of sports, we kind of stepping back from the 18-year-old and getting a 20-year-old anyways.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? To be able to step in and contribute. I don't care if they average 1 point.
Yeah.
But they're a little older, a little more mature, a little more seasoned. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But 6 years is a lot of time in college, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. It is. You feel what I'm saying? But like,
24 years.
if you can do it though, ain't no need to rush.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, not really no need to rush of what you're trying to do.
No.
You feel what I'm saying? Enjoy this time in college. It's gonna be the best time of your life.
Oh.
You feel what I'm saying? Because after that,
Real world.
Get real in the field. You know what I'm saying?
You spoke on injuries earlier.
Yeah.
Do you think the amount of injuries we see today in sports come from the amount of games athletes are playing at a younger age, like in all of these showcases, tournaments that they're having year round now? Like you see kids playing in showcases at 7 years old year round, and then they just continue to play year round all the way till they become professional athletes.
Yeah.
Do you think that correlates to injuries that we're seeing, like ACLs, Achilles, all these different injuries?
I guess so. I really don't know. Somebody told me it was overuse, age. You know what I'm saying? But now, like going to like 8th grade, I would say 7th, 8th grade, the EYBL and those people have figured out something to just, like, we ain't playing 30 tournaments. We're going to play 5 or 4. And we ain't playing 15 games a weekend. We playing 5. So let's get it done 2, 2, and 1. Then you go home. Then let's figure it out toward the end. So I think the solution, the problem has been notified, but like I think they come up with solutions too. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like we played on concrete. You know what I'm saying? Like we played on concrete. Yeah, the knees hurt a little bit. Yeah, we played on concrete. You feel what I'm saying? So like what Jay always tell me is overusage. You know what I'm saying? Like the end days like overusage. But I was like, man, like playing on concrete is different than playing on good courts. You feel what I'm saying?
A bit more gear.
Maybe I don't know, B. I'm gonna be real. Like I don't know, Coach. I'm not sure. Maybe so. Maybe so. I'm not really sure about that. But I know injuries took away one of my best players, man. So it hurt me to my heart.
I was just gonna say, D Rose, they put him on out the pasture because of the injuries. Man.
Come on, man.
No, I ain't just saying.
Come on.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying.
But I feel you, though. Go ahead.
But they did though. Let's talk about some WNBA stuff.
Man.
I'm asking you a serious question. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Nah, man.
Who the face of the WNBA?
Asia Wilson.
Who the best player in the WNBA?
Asia Wilson.
So,
but hold. All right, the face of the WNBA is coming. It's gonna be Caitlin Clark. Yeah. Caitlin Clark is a cash cow, sure. Without a doubt. Yeah. That ain't no. Ain't no
mystery.
Yeah, but the best player in the WNBA is Asia Wilson. Yeah.
So, in turn, has there been a situation where the face of the NBA wasn't the best player?
Ooh, I think the last couple of years people try to say, but I don't really know. That's a good question. Maybe so.
What do you mean by that? Last couple of years in NBA? What do you mean?
Like we push Ant-Man to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Like Ant-Man, he got it. Whatever it is, he got it. But like the last couple innings of his season haven't been the best of, especially this one. You feel what I'm saying? Haven't been the best of. Yeah. But he whatever it is, he got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to win, man.
He's 23.
I understand that part. Yeah, he is 23. But like we live in a winning society. You know what I mean? They made a meme about the man with Eddie Winslow. You feel what I'm saying? After the what's the name?
Called him the Kent man.
You feel me? Come on, that's tough, man. You know at the end of the day. But it has happened the last couple of years. The best player in the NBA hasn't been the face of the. I think we're looking for an American-born face.
There you go.
You feel what I'm saying? Instead of an international face. We're trying to globalize the game, but we also trying to still keep a stranglehold on what we have. You know what I'm saying? But nobody has been more marketable than an American player.
That's it. There ain't no question about that.
So I think that's why we wanted to be the face.
Yeah, and that's the same thing going with Katie Clark. Like people want to push her to be the best player in the league, and I think it is just she's the most popular player in the league. It gets a little blurry in between that. But as you was talking about American-born players,
yes,
who would you say is the future in the NBA?
Ant-Man, come on now.
No.
Oh, besides Ant. All right, me personally, I think within the next 5 years, he should win MVP within the next 5 years. I ain't saying next year, whatever it may be. And I hopefully Ja Morant can get to back where he was.
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because those two have like the marketability of both of those two is like amazing. You feel what I'm saying? No matter what Luka can do, Wemby can do, Jokic can do, Giannis can do, like the marketability of those two is out the roof. You feel what I'm saying? It's off the Richter scale. So, we kind of like bash Jason Tatum for being really good for a long time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how we do too. You know what I mean? You're around long enough and you win long enough. Hey, you know what I mean? we're gonna look at something to tear you down. You feel what I'm saying?
But since we're talking
Which
about,
isn't fair.
since we're talking about NBA,
All right.
how much longer you think LeBron got?
I plead the fifth. No,
I'm with
give me a year. I think
solid year.
me personally, I don't think the NBA cannot afford for him to announce his retirement so they can not cash in. I think they have to be able to cash in. And then whenever Mike retired, 96, 98, they kind of missed out on a window to be able to document what was going on.
Farewell to him.
Yeah, so hopefully we get a Kobe documentary sometime soon. But like they were in talks with about like being able to cover Bron on his last year and just like his last run, which it won't take 30 years to edit and what's the name? It'll take a little quicker. So I think a year, you know. The ticket's gonna be high.
Yeah.
But I'll catch a game though. You know what I mean?
got
You gotta catch a
yeah,
game on
you
the
got to.
farewell tour.
Absolutely.
But a year. No more than 2. How about that?
I'm
But a
with you.
year.
I'm with you.
Two is a good.
Yeah. With Jokic, right? We
Yeah.
talk all the time about Jokic on the show, and then when I talk to you, I tell
Okay.
you about Jokic. And how you feel about Nikola Jokic, man? Hey, like the praise that he gets, because we know offensively, one of the best offensive talented players we've ever seen, especially at the center position. But you got to play the other side of the ball.
Yes, it's heads and the tails. You're right.
Yeah, and on top of that, he don't do anything on the other side of the ball. Will that affect his long-term listing as far as one of the greatest players of all time?
My eyes, yeah, without a doubt. But we give a lot of credit for a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? This ain't soccer or like we got shift changes or you can stay on one side of the field. You got to play both sides. And like a person don't ask you to be like great at it. Just try. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And I think at times he tries more than others.
Yes, sir.
But does he try?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
On a scale of 1 to 10.
3.
Thank
You know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying.
3.
Ooh,
5 the maximum.
You heard
know?
It's ridiculous.
But ain't nothing wrong with it.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry tries. He get 5.
So Steph is a 5 and Jokic is a 3.
Oh, trying. We talking about trying.
Trying.
Yeah, trying. He does try.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Jeff ain't gonna vote you back on this shit.
Oh, that's fine.
You push
It took me 10 years to get here. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that. How you play out.
I'm trying to tell you.
Steph cannot be a 5 and Jokic is a 3.
We talking about effort. Wise.
I'm talking about just effort. That's what I'm
Okay, cool. But at the end of the games, at certain point in time in Joker's career, he will be the best offensive player, but get subbed out. In crucial time defensive. No. Crucial time defense. No, I ain't never. But okay, you right.
Yeah, Steph.
Yeah. But like you can't be the quote unquote greatest ever and you don't you just play stay half court. You know what I mean? I feel you though. Like I ain't here to argue about that point or whatever it may be. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like you have to compete on both ends. A person ain't asking you to be the best defender. Just give effort.
Yeah. But speaking of that effort, and then so all right. So we had this conversation. Anthony Edwards at 23, right?
Yeah.
He went to the finals, the conference finals 2 years in a row. Never made it to the finals.
Not yet.
And then you look at a person like Devin Booker. If you look at them two, as far as tomorrow, and you know which one is the better basketball player right now.
I'm taking Ant-Man.
You're taking Ant-Man, but what I'm saying is, who's the better basketball player?
Oh, as far as polish or whatever it may be, Booker's a little older, so he's a little more polished and whatever it may be. But if we building the team for
you gotta go with 23. As far as off the court,
you don't necessarily have to go, but you do necessarily don't. But
he's 28.
Oh, he's 28.
Yeah, he's 28. It's hard to 28. Then you starting a team at 28? No, you starting a team with a 23
give up whatever for Giannis at 29, 30.
No, they not. Man. People not giving up now left for Giannis. No.
Okay.
But real quick to the WNBA.
All right. Yeah, it changed quick.
It wasn't nothing to talk about. What are you talking about? Should the WNBA expand? And if they do expand, should they do an expansion first or put it at 14 instead of 12?
It is at 14.
No, I said 12. WNBA is 12.
It's at 14.
12.
It's at 13 this year. They got one more cup. Toronto.
No, I'm talking about 14 active players. Roster.
Oh, they have 15 players. They took it from just so you can have some players just to be whatever it may be. With the new CBA, I think it may change. Well, it should change. That's the toughest league in the world, man, to make, man.
Absolutely.
That's rough.
Mm-hmm.
No.
For life. Now that is the roughest.
That's
the
it's
because
12 active roster players. The NBA
yeah,
has
but like
15.
I mean, I'm just saying like that's tough because even in NBA situation, you have a developmental league too.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? But like it's the W or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
They-
that's rough. So salute to the women who've made rosters and like
Yeah.
had longevity in that league because you can write a book on that.
Yeah, you
Man.
can.
You know what I'm saying? Like a documentary. I know they had one on there, but like it's that's tough.
They got to find a way to put some more money in that league. If they can get some more money generated to the women, it'll help. But it's just hard.
I think now with Caitlin Clark, she's doing a good job, and like the new wave of players is doing a new job. Like the markets have to be, you have to get in the market too that has just like sports enthusiasts about it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Seattle don't have a team, a NBA team, but they sell out WNBA every single night, and they got a new arena.
They do.
You feel what I'm saying? So like, it's certain markets that's craving for it. I think this market right here will be really good to embrace it. You feel what I'm saying? But there's some great basketball being played in the WNBA. Amazing talent, amazing, you know what I mean, individuals and things like that. But free agent, I mean, the expansion, I think it needs to be more jobs, but it needs to be more jobs on teams and more jobs with part of the organization.
That's right.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I also think developmental league, will help also too. Just, you know, I may need to get some reps.
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I mean?
it.
I may need to get some reps to be able to help the team, but it's kind of tough, man. Like it's rough. That's a rough league, man.
Yeah.
It is.
So sticking with the WNBA and longevity, you mentioned Caitlin Clark earlier.
Mhm.
She's the cash cow. Who's going to be the better WNBA player when it's all said and done? Caitlin Clark or Paige Buckners?
Ooh. And most people ask Paige.
Who's the better player now?
We don't know that.
I don't-
We don't.
As a recording,
I asked the man.
Man,
I'm
Oh,
Hey,
WNBA. What's her name? Yeah, Paige only played 5-6 games. Right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean she got a bigger. What's her name? We'll be able to give Paige to the end of the year,
Yeah.
and then let's revisit the situation.
Absolutely.
But as far as college and things like that, Paige had probably. I mean, coming into it, Paige had the biggest impact until she hurt her ACL, unfortunately. But and Caitlin just skyrocketed. But most people would take Paige over Caitlin any day,
Mm-hmm.
any day, every day,
I'm
except the people in Indiana.
I'm one of them
You say
people.
Paige?
Yeah.
You said Paige.
I
Except,
Taking Paige.
I'm
except the
taking
people in Indiana.
They not.
Yeah.
They not.
Yeah,
changing.
okay, they not.
Nah.
Nah, they not. Yeah.
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 Which college program is the best, men and women, as far as developing talent? When you
Ooh,
say,
development.
yeah.
Development.
Is that a
got
department in
me there.
colleges? Let me ask you. Is that a department? Like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
development in college?
Yeah.
So some programs have actual skill development
Yeah,
positions.
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
We ain't got that at the land of the golden sunshine. We need, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
more-
but let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If
Yeah.
you go look at those stacks of guys that have transferred into Tennessee State since this staff has been there, all of their numbers have dramatically increased.
Come on.
Okay.
man.
So we developing over there. Yeah, sure.
Come on.
Yeah.
I think it takes time in the women game because you don't necessarily get one and dones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to come back to me on that.
Yeah.
because that's a tough one.
That's a tough one. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a tough.
Let's talk some Nashville talk.
Okay.
Okay. Why doesn't like Nashville as a whole, as far as basketball, get the same acclaim that Memphis does or other Middle Tennessee areas, Murfreesboro, whatever the case may be? People talk about Murfreesboro before they talk about Nashville.
I think it back to the point that we made earlier about playing multiple sports and being good athletes
Mm-hmm.
instead of basketball players.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a conversation about a month ago, me and some guys, about Memphis and Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like Memphis by far. I was like, what? Like we're going position for position, and ain't nowhere in the world.
Mhm.
It just ain't no way. To me, you know,
Yeah.
it just ain't no way.
So who's our point guard?
To me,
Not in our prime. In the prime and then they prime. So they prime
Penny
point
Hardaway.
guard would be Penny Hardaway. Who would be
Yeah.
our prime point?
so I mean, like we will match up accordingly. I would send Mingo to the what's the name.
Okay.
Mingo ain't there with sending Mario.
Okay.
To me,
Who the two? for them.
But them, I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
You tell me.
Nah, I don't know.
So if they what's the name? We send
Maybe.
we sending Jamon or we sending Ron Mercer. One of the two.
Ooh, I like Jamon.
And then who's our three?
Oh, Brandon Miller, without a doubt.
Brandon
That ain't shit. Come on.
And they three probably stay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we talking. No, okay.
Bigs hurt us though.
No, Dave Vaughn.
We got David Vaughn.
We
Big
got
homie.
Slade the 4, and then who was our 5? Dave Vaughn.
Yes. If Dave Vaughn,
They got
we
Lorenzo
take
Wright,
Charles
though.
Hathaway.
Yeah.
We take Charles Hathaway.
Clarksville. Don't count.
Tech.
You know what I'm saying? There's just a small spectrum of what we
It is.
got.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? So like we talking about apples and oranges, really at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? Like the comparisons of me turning left and me turning right. You feel what I'm saying? It being traffic and it not being traffic. You feel what I'm saying? So like I don't think it's that. But if we have more sport basketball specific guys, what we do, the ones who are really, really good and what's the name, they narrow the focus and become what they're trying to become. I never heard about Mercer playing nothing besides basketball. Maybe he did.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't hear
I ain't heard about that.
Yeah, I heard Jamont say, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Well, Brandon Miller was a quarterback and a baseball player too. You know what
Brandon
I'm saying?
Miller, yeah, and he punted. Yeah, he punted for Kangaroo.
Yes, I mean they had started.
Quarterback.
No, they had a starting what's the name? No, he been there for 3 years, and Brandon was a freshman coming in. No. Let's not do that. But okay, you right. He was a punter, but he was a freshman.
He was a good punter though. Yeah, it was a great punter.
Yeah, I mean, but I was saying like we
Same as punter.
I don't know what's up. With you.
Punters make money too.
You feel what I'm saying?
Punters make money.
But
yeah.
like, I mean, I guess they made a decision. They had a conversation in the off season about him moving forward with, I guess, all sports, and it worked out for him. You know what I mean?
Big time.
Yeah.
It worked out for him.
Yeah. But I think we need to be more narrow more of the focus to get the just due credit that you said we don't get.
We don't get enough credit, man. We got some hoopers. Yeah.
Cali.
Nah, but listen, we could talk all day, man. Listen, we appreciate you pulling up.
Yeah,
man.
no doubt.
Man, it's always a fun time when we get up and talk.
I got one more good one.
Talk to me.
One more good one.
All right.
Go ahead, coach.
No, I'm gonna close out. You know?
How you feel the city as a whole when it comes to sports, like baseball, football? How do you feel we rank? I'm not saying about other states, but just saying where you feel that we are as a city. Cause like it was a crazy stat that Metro hasn't won a state championship in 20 years.
40. At the highest level, 40-some years to this year.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hillsborough
Yeah.
for getting it done.
Green and
You
gold.
know what I mean? No doubt.
You should have came up that way. You know what I'm saying?
I did the best thing I could.
You did the
I did the
best
best
you
thing
could
for
do.
me. Yeah, at the
Best
end of
thing
the
you
day.
could do,
Shout
that's
out to
right.
Hillsborough, though.
Yeah.
Coach T, Tez, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The troops. Good job for them. As a whole, we okay. Like, I think also too, we have amazing group of younger kids at the grassroots level, but after the grassroots level, we tend to go other places.
That's right.
So the gyms that we have, people from other places are getting credit for those who've been molded and built here. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? So we got a kid, 9th grade, leave here. They in Minnesota. You know what I mean? Shout out to Minnesota. Minnesota for what?
Minnesota for
You feel what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. So we have talent. That's and Nashville is becoming its city. So more people are coming in.
They coming.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I think it's mainly because our AAU circuit. Like, that's why you look at a person like James Wiseman, who's been here his entire life, and then people think he's from Memphis. He's not from Memphis.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, but in turn, we don't get that credit for him. We didn't even mention him, and I think he's better than every center that we done mentioned. See what I'm saying? But every center. But you look at James Wiseman, I'm just saying. So, but he's supposed to be mentioned first. Brandon Wright is supposed to be mentioned. We don't get those. Yeah, we don't get that credit because those kids leave. I mean, it's mainly because our AAU situation. We don't have an AAU program. So in turn, if it was skill wing program and everybody played skill wing, it would have been great. Even if we got Mookie Betts.
I think
go play Brad Bill.
But I think it's changing. You know what I mean? With the group of players, when you start something, they already commit to something else. Or like, if I'm upstarting, y'all want to send y'all kids to an upstart program and you have your feet planted in another situation.
That's
There's
right.
certain things that I can't do that the other programs can do.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I can't be mad about that. Oh, Jay, man, I can't be high about that.
No, you
know what I'm
can't.
saying? At the end of the day. So I think it's gonna get there to the
Mhm.
point to where we can stick our flag in the ground and be like, hey, we done did it. You know what I'm saying? We here. You know what I'm saying? Like it used to be with the Music City Players.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close us out, Coach.
So everybody knows he has a skill wing. Who would be your dream collab if you could do a collab with Skill Wing?
Oh, Derrick Rose, without a doubt.
No, I'm talking about an active player. No,
All right, I appreciate y'all.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
We need an active.
come on, man.
He's not active.
What difference do that make?
He a model right now. All right. I'm just saying. I appreciate you pulling up, my brother.
We do, man. We
Active
appreciate
person. Give me an active person, man.
Oh, Brandon
Hey.
Miller.
Brandon Miller.
Yeah,
Okay.
without a doubt.
There you go.
Brandon
There we
Miller.
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Yeah.
What's up with you though, man?
No, I'm just saying. I need to make sure you're active. We were talking about an active player. That's it. That's your man.
He didn't say active. He just said player.
Yeah. But I'm saying in his prime for sure
collab.
have been out.
He never got his prime yet. Come on, man.
He did get
All
to his
right, I'm
prime.
He
No,
did.
I don't think.
Now he got-
I don't think we saw the best of D-Rose.
Yeah, no, he got to his prime. But real quick, we argued about this all the time. Try to tell me
What's up with you, man?
D Rose was the
Good.
best player in the league when he won MVP.
He was.
He wasn't better than LeBron James, man.
And that year he was.
That's
No,
why
I'm saying no. Winning MVP doesn't make you the best player in the league right now.
It does.
Is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander the best player in the
Yes,
league
he
right
Yes.
now? I'm talking about literally. Is he the best player in
Yes.
the NBA right now?
Who is if he's not?
Anybody but him.
Oh, come on, man. Who?
Okay,
Give me
that's-
somebody.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is better than him.
Nah,
Okay. That's
nah.
No, period. He's a
But
better basketball
we just talking
player
about
than
like
him.
we the MVP doesn't have like longevity of 5
No,
years.
no,
No.
It's just
Just
1 year.
this year.
You said
No,
Derrick
what
Rose
he's-
when he won MVP, he won the best player.
LeBron James should have won MVP that year. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He could
I
have.
should have been 6'2" too.
Yeah.
But I wasn't.
Yeah, there we go. Now, tweet us some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment. Give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Weezy.
Everything paid for, big baby.
Coach.
Get a drummer song.
Jeff.
Camera's always on, brother.
Jeff get here in a situation. He, you know what?
No, come on.
Yeah,
No.
The revolution will be podcasting.
We out.
We are out.
We out. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.